everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Snarkbait. It's Dark Energy Tuesday all over again. I'm Sophie.
I'm Christy. Another beautiful day, beautiful
Beautiful
girl.
day! Beautiful day!
You guys, we posted something on our Instagram story about your favorite snarkbait isms. If you guys don't already follow us on Instagram, what the hell are you doing? At Snarkbait Pod on Instagram. Link is in our show notes. But we posted, what is your favorite snarkbait ism? We had hilarious responses, and one of
Yeah,
them being beautiful girl.
yeah. Beautiful day today. Um, yeah, I loved reading through those responses. You guys will see why we asked soon enough. But speaking of Instagram and following us on Instagram, we did the trend where we posted the 2016 throwbacks. And what a freaking time. The the green bomber jacket that everyone had, the chokers, the diff eyewear,
The
uh,
Adidas,
the Kylie lip kits,
the choke. Yeah,
the
yeah, you already said
the
chokers.
the lace up tops. Yeah, that was quite the over the knee boots. Mine were fake Stuart Weitzman. Yeah, what a time.
Came across a TikTok, and I apologize, I don't know the creator off the top of my head, but she was explaining why 2016 was such a moment. And people say, it was pre-Trump administration, the music was great. Yes, all those things can be true, but I think the most important element of 2016 being such a pinnacle year is not those two things. It actually is, in fact, before Instagram stories came up.
Ooh, it was
Before
right. It was right before Instagram stories, I think. I want to say Instagram stories. It was end of 2016, beginning of 2017.
Yes. And before 2016, we were kind of living on the internet, but Instagram was more of a place where you posted what has already happened versus
Yeah.
what's happening right now in real time. And I think with Snapchat, it was less curated, it was less filtered, it was fun filters, it was hanging out with your friends, posting something in the moment and not having to worry about whether or not it is in fact aesthetic. But now Instagram is so much pressure because you have to think about the caption, the photo dump has to be peak pinnacle. It was less about posting in the now and more about posting what you've already done and while at the same time living in the moment.
That's an interesting point. I wonder also if some of it is like bias. Like we're looking back with rose-colored glasses at a year that probably at the time we were like, this year fucking sucked, right?
Yes, I think nostalgia is a killer because
Yeah,
while we think everything in the past was so beautiful and like you said rose colored, I was struggling a lot in 2016.
yeah. I mean, 2016 also, like, for me at least, I was early 20s living in New York. I was just having like the best time at that point in my life. But again, it was like probably not objectively the year that we're pretending it was. Everyone's like, oh my God, life was so good. I also think that some of the nostalgia that I've been seeing, I'm like, you're thinking of 2012, you know?
Yes. Oh my God,
Some
2012
people
was
are
iconic. Yeah.
mixing up their 2012 was
Yeah.
iconic. Talk about
Yes.
iconic years.
When we talk about the bikinis with the neon blocks,
Triangle bikinis.
I felt that was more 2012.
It was like yeah, it was definitely 2012 through probably 2016 was like the tail end. I remember the Kini crochet bikinis with the crochet edges. I had one that I was like obsessed with. Those were really big
Yes.
in 2016.
Oh, yes. I had that from, I think, Free People. Also, the music was really good. I saw so many concerts in 2016. I saw The Life of Pablo, 1975. Remember Kiara? Dun, 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 dun.
No.
Okay, I did not do that justice.
Sorry.
Obviously, the Chainsmokers, we would be remiss to not bring up the Chainsmokers. That was
Yeah.
2016, but I feel like that was the last time I really clubbed. I too was living in a city in my 20s, living in San Francisco, and every Friday after we would leave work, me and all my coworkers would bounce on over to Monroe's and they would have $1 drinks, and every hour that went by, it would increase by a dollar. So you would come at 4, the drinks would be a dollar,
Oh
life
my God,
was
that's
good.
so fun.
It was, and they would have the best throwback music like Nelly,
Oh
I
my
don't
God, I
know,
love that.
50. So I'm
That's
kind
so
of
fun.
reminded of that.
It also was the time when we were like going into the office 5 days a week and then also going out every day after work and then both nights of the weekend. But again, it's like that was like we were in our early 20s and it also was pre-COVID, which is key. We were going to the office 5 days a week. I don't know how we had the energy.
I think about this all the time. How was I able to get up, do a workout at 6 a.m., report to the office by 8:30,
Then
work
go
until
out.
6 p.m., go to a happy hour,
Yep.
wreak havoc in the city of San Francisco, and then
Yep.
do it all again the next day. And yeah, I actually feel incredibly sad for this generation that has to go into the workforce and not experience that kind of work life, so to speak.
The camaraderie. You became like
Yeah,
really, really, really. I am still luckily very close with my coworkers. We only go in one day a week, but I feel like that's enough. Like camaraderie wise, we still like have so much fun together just that one day. And it's actually my least productive day of the week is going to the office because all we do is hang out and like talk and chit chat. And obviously I can't shut the fuck up when I'm like around people. I need a captive audience,
of
hence
course.
being a podcaster. But 5 days a week, you spent more time with your coworkers than you spent with your family, your friends, your significant other. Like you were close on a different level.
Yes, I remember distinctly this guy that me and my friend thought was so cute at the office. And I think he actually lives in New York City now, but he was leaving SF to move to New York City. And me and my friend were like, dude, let's just call him AJ. AJ is so smoking hot. And my best friend at this place I was working at, beautiful. And I was like, you should hook up with AJ. And I remember one time we were in the knee deep of month end close, working like 70-hour weeks. And we told our boss, don't bother us because tonight we're going to go out and get Courtney laid. And that we did. And those are the kinds of nights that like we don't have anymore. And they did twice, Courtney and AJ. So like, I don't know. I feel like those kinds of nights don't really exist at the office anymore. Maybe
Go
they do.
Courtney. Wow, I
Yeah.
love that. Yeah, let us know what was your guys' 2016 like. Oh, we forgot to mention rompers. Rompers was another trend of 2016. Uh Yeah, what a freaking time to be alive. Christy, what else? Oh, thank you for being flexible, by the way. I was in the trenches last night. I went out to dinner and the restaurant was really good. I'm definitely going to go to this restaurant again. I might just order different things because
Right.
I was in the trenches last night. I woke up, we were supposed to record when we usually record was which is 9 a.m. ET, 6 a.m. PT. I was like, Christy, can't do it. Can't do it. I got some sort of I don't know if it was food poisoning. I won't tell you what end it was coming out of, but I was fighting for my life.
So it's 4:49, I think, Pacific AM
Uh-huh.
this morning. And I'm like getting my whole office set up. Like, because, I worked at the office yesterday. I had to bring the computer from my backpack to the office. And I hear my phone buzz. It's Sophie Ross. And I go, oh no. Like, what's, because you're not going to call me an hour ahead of the
Yeah,
recording unless there was something wrong.
yeah.
And I was like, hello? Morning. But it wasn't exciting. Morning.
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
hey, like, yes. She goes, hey, um, do you mind actually if we push it out? Anytime you're free, I'll make myself available. It's coming out both ends. No, I'm kidding. She didn't say that.
No, like I basically did. I basically did say that.
She was like,
Also,
and the funniest part is she was being so sweet. She's like, I'm really sorry to do this. Whatever works for you, I'll make it work too. But the one thing I'm really pissed about is the food was so good last night. Anyways, I'll see you later. And I was like, dude,
it was. I'm gonna
like
go back to the restaurant.
I love how you had to like put that in there. I'm like, that's like the least of our problems right now, but I'm really mad. The food was delicious.
It
But anyways,
was.
whatever works for you, let me know. So I was like, okay, so here we are at 2:30 p.m. Eastern
Yes.
in the middle of the day.
Yes.
So we're feeling a little bit more frisky than we usually do in the AM.
Yeah, I feel like yeah, energy levels are higher the later that we record actually. So, maybe I mean eventually hopefully we will be able to record later in the day because we won't have our
I mean,
should I say it or should I you guys just
yeah,
you understand what I mean. We would love to be able to just do this full time, but
do not.
instead we have to record really early because we have full-time jobs. But wait, Christy, what was I going to say? Oh, okay, last thing before we get into like the actual content. You guys know that we've been talking to like the IRS and like accountants and shit. And we had a call with this like bookkeeper who was so nice, by the way.
Shout out.
And like right before this, and Christy always takes control. I'm like, I don't know what you guys are talking about. Sure. And then we started like doing our like shtick. Christy was texting on her Apple Watch, and she knows that I hate Apple Watches. I'm sorry, no offense.
No, nothing,
And
nothing taken.
and then Christy was like, yeah, Sophie. She always goes, oh, that's so embarrassing that you have an Apple Watch. Oh. And then she was like, yeah, like that's my Sophie impression. And the guy was like, okay.
Like it was not relevant at all to the
It
conversation. We
wasn't
were
relevant at
talking
all.
QuickBooks, expenses,
Yep.
taxes, quarterly estimates. And I go, so anyways, this is the voice that I give Sophie. And he's like, okay, any more questions or I'm
Yeah.
gonna
And then
get
he
out of here.
changed, he immediately changed the subject. It's like, oh my God,
No,
we like can't be serious.
it's so funny because Sophie, she has so many connects. Her family or like her sister Henry will
And
have
by
connections.
connects, you guys, she means like, oh, like I have an uncle that's a lawyer, my brother-in-law, like
Yeah.
my father-in-law uses an accounting firm that we decided to use. Those are my connects, okay?
No,
Like
but
let's be clear here.
it's really valuable to the business because we don't really know what we're doing. And so Sophie
Yeah.
opens call. He's like, "Hi, my name's so and so. I work for the accounting firm. I'll be your bookkeeper." Da da da. And Sophie goes, "Hey, okay, now I'm giving you a different accent.
Yeah.
Hey, do you know this person?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, no, no." She goes, "All right, well, I'll hand it over." Huh, well, I guess I'm gonna hand it over to Christy. You take it away.
No, that's what I would. And on all of these calls, I let Christy, we even were on a call with QuickBooks and they were like, is Sophie still there? I was like, yeah, but like, what do you want me to say? Like, I
So
don't know what the fuck you guys are talking about.
no, but you took diligent as
I
heck.
did. I was taking notes only because Christy asked me to, but I did
Yeah.
take good notes.
You did.
Uh,
And that's called balancing. That's called balancing a business that you're passionate about and
yeah.
being able to identify where your strengths and weaknesses are and honing in on that. So if you're interested in starting a business, sign up for our business FAQ. I don't know what I'm saying. But
Basically,
we
you should become business partners with someone who's a CPA, like Christy is, because she like actually knows what she's talking about when she talks about like W-2s and
you know what
stuff.
though? AI is so important for that though. Like that's where I learned a lot of it.
AI.
Hmm. Like ChatGPT or Grok, my
Christy, no, but
favorites.
you like are actually like you have the
Sure,
qualifications. Like
sure,
you
but
didn't just
right, right. But I don't do that kind of stuff. It's not tax accounting. If
yeah,
you know,
yeah, yeah.
if you guys know, you know. But no, it's really great, and we have something coming up. Look, be following our Instagram again at Snarkbait Pod because we'll be announcing it there. I guess can we announce it right now, or should we announce it in a couple days? The Friday.
Oh, that we are going to start a newsletter finally. Is that what you're talking about? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So we've talked about this, I feel like, for a while now about starting our newsletter with kind of easily digestible content right to your inbox, links to things that we talk about on the show. That is happening very, very, very soon. So we will keep you guys posted. Keep an eye out for how to sign up. Obviously, follow us at Snarkbait Pod to be the first to know over on Instagram, and it'll be really easy to sign up over there. So yeah, if you want us in our inboxes weekly, that is coming down the pipeline. And I guess, Christy, kick it off. What do you want to talk about?
Two other things. Sorry.
Oh,
Tour.
housekeeping. More housekeeping.
More, yeah, two more things on housekeeping. Tour coming up. We are again so excited. We don't want to keep like reminding you guys, but all the links are in our show notes, x1entertainment.com/snarkbait. We're going to be in LA May 15th, New York on June 12th, Chicago June 14th. So freaking excited to see you there. It's all becoming a reality. We have been doing nonstop calls to get the show to be the absolute best it can be. So excited to meet you guys. Head on over there. We can't wait to meet you in a
It's going to
couple
be so much
months.
fun. And then also, our Patreon episode tomorrow is a really, I don't want to say it's a necessarily a fun one, but it's kind of one of my Roman empires. Um, it is the Megan Wants a Millionaire murder. So it is an old school VH1 celeb reality. I think that's what they were called at the time. Uh,
Ooh,
True crime adjacent. It's a crazy, crazy story that a lot of you might remember from the year 2009. So
I
we
don't.
do,
I'm so excited.
yeah, when Christy told me she had never heard about this, I was like, that's insane. We need to do a Patreon episode. I'm going to walk Christy through it. So sign up to our Patreon if you're not already. We have Wednesday episodes every single week. And yeah, I lost my train of thought. There was something else I wanted to say, but
Bonus
I
content
forgot.
every Wednesday, ad-free
Yeah.
episodes from Tuesday, Thursday over on there as well if you want more of us. Otherwise,
Yeah.
we're still here.
Yeah.
The
That's
first
just us being, well, us.
us. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, that's not, we need to add it to the list of the big the us like
Mhm.
compiling all of our favorite things. Okay. I want to talk about Alex Earle starting a YouTube series. I did boots
Mhm.
on the ground effort. She came out with this on January 15th. She announced it. The first episode was live on YouTube. I, of course, did my diligence. I watched the full 33 minutes. Her first episode contained Jake Shane, but let's talk about what exactly is this YouTube channel. So, per Variety, Alex Earle's Get Real With Me series will be filmed in a custom built dressing room style studio in WeHo. The series is designed to feel intentionally stripped back. The set features a one way mirror, hidden cameras, and vanity embedded microphones. The setup calls to mind other untraditional at home studios as of late, like those featured in Hailey Bieber's Welcome to My Bathroom interview series and
Mhm.
Owen Thiel's In Your Dream series, set in a bedroom. So Alex Earle talked about this new endeavor that is this YouTube series. She said that, you guys may remember that I did this podcast with the Unwell Network, Hot Mess. I think it started in, I think, maybe 2023. It took off for a little bit, but I feel like it had a really quick, like everyone was really excited for the first couple of months and it kind of fell off, which to no surprise, she kind of deprecated that podcast endeavor entirely while she still owns the Hot Mess IP. She says that instead of doing a podcast kind of like interview format that is
Mhm.
typical of these podcast video series, she wants to instead turn it into a YouTube series that is more gamified. So, yes, it is her and her guest, in this case, Jake Shane, talking about like as if they're getting ready for a pregame, but they're also doing games. So, for instance, Jake Shane will be wearing these drunk goggles and he'll have to do Alex Earle's makeup with these drunk goggles on. So his vision is impaired. Or they'll be taking shots and they'll be grabbing questions from this kind of pot and having to answer or take a shot. So it's a bit more gamified. It's a bit fun. The editing is absolutely incredible. It was truly a joy, a pleasure, a delight to be watching this. And dare
Wow.
I say, Jake, I almost said Jake Paul.
Jake Shane.
Jake Shane actually made me kind of laugh a lot
Oh,
during this episode.
Chrissy,
I can't believe
no,
I'm saying this out loud
no.
because it's like, ew, he's EOTP.
Yeah,
He was being really funny. I think the dynamic between the two of them actually being friends, it's not like she's having Hailey Bieber come in and they're doing this like interview type series where you're not really
right.
comfortable with that person yet.
They have like a
She
good rapport.
she intentionally, exactly, she intentionally brought in someone that she knows and loves so that they could have an organic conversation while kind of still, you know, turning in their assignment at the end, which I really appreciated. It is kind of getting a bit of backlash because they're saying, at first I thought of Cocktails with Chloe. Remember her? I think it was like a YouTube.
Yes.
What was
No,
it?
I think it was on E. Like it was on
Okay,
network television.
it was on a network television. Yeah, she would
Yeah.
bring in guests. They would have drinks, gab. I feel like Cocktails with Chloe was kind of like the one of one at that time. And I
Because it was
apologize.
like a group of like random celebrities having
Yes.
a conversation. It wasn't just a one-on-one like interview series.
And it wasn't like Ellen DeGeneres where you have a stage of people watching. It felt more of an intimate quote unquote
Yeah.
interview setting, at least as far as I can understand from my recollection. This is kind of
Right.
the first. If you guys know of anything else, please let me know. And then there's all that follows, right? We have Paige DeSorbo's like Amazon bed rotting series. I just
Hmm.
mentioned Hailey Bieber's Get Ready With Me, now Get Real With Me. I People are kind of saying, well, Alex Earle is kind of copying Haley and Paige. And I feel like, well, how is this any different from saying Ellen copied
Exactly.
Rosie McDonald or what's her name? Rosie O'Donnell
Rosie
or
McDonald.
Rosie McDonald or The View copying. I mean, there's something like this
Exactly.
for everyone. Then every podcast will be copying one another. Like, give her a
Exactly. It's
break.
like, are we copying like any other podcast where two girls talk?
Right.
Like it's like no one is reinventing the wheel here, you know?
Absolutely. You have similar formats, but the conversation is different and the people are different. That's just a certain formats that work many a time and can be duplicated and all can be successful.
Right.
I found it to be incredibly successful and sweet. There's something about Alex Earle watching her on TikTok. She clearly feels very herself. She's very loud, boisterous. You feel like you're talking to your best friend on FaceTime. And I actually enjoyed seeing a little bit of a different part of her. Clearly, this is a huge production. They're doing it in this WeHo studio. There's cameras, there's editors, there's glam.
Mhm.
There's a lot going on, like a true network television show. You could tell she's not really that comfortable yet, and it almost makes her more endearing. And
Yeah.
I'm kind of harkening back, which I hate to do it. Alex Cooper, just if I juxtapose the two of them, Alex Cooper is loud and boisterous in a way that almost feels annoying and not relatable. Like she's so locker room humor that you're like, I'm not laughing at you if you and I are by ourselves having this conversation. You're clearly doing it for the cameras. Whereas
Right.
Alex Earle is being funny because she's a little bit awkward and she's
Yeah.
selling it. I really, really loved it. And I don't know if I'll like continue watching it, but I appreciated this first episode and I'm excited for
Hmm.
this endeavor. post Braxton. Like she continues dipping her feet into other avenues and it's working for her.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, what a rave review. Let us know, you guys. Did you watch it?
Maybe she'll have Snark Babe Pod on as her
Oh
next
my God.
guest.
Alex, call us.
We're available.
We're available.
Will you be watching it, Sophie?
Probably not, but I'm not like an Alex Earle follower. Like Christy is like already a fan of Alex Earle. I feel like you love her TikToks, you like are a fan of hers. Like I don't consume her content really. I don't have any sort of issue with her. I just don't follow her.
Sure.
But she has like such a massive, massive audience. Like, yeah, of course people are gonna want to watch her literally do anything.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to work for her, and I'm happy to see where it goes.
Yeah.
What do you want to talk about next? For me, New Year's in January has been about doing an honest audit of what's working for me, from what I'm eating to what I'm putting on my skin. And as you guys know, I've always taken skincare very seriously. And lately, that's meant using OneSkin. Unlike other skincare brands, with OneSkin, I know I'm supporting my long term skin health. It's also personal. As someone with eczema, this is the best part about OneSkin for me. Their products are certified safe for sensitive skin, free from over 1,500 harsh or irritating ingredients, dermatologist tested, and have been awarded the National Eczema Association Seal of Acceptance by the National Eczema Association. That's basically like winning an Oscar in the skincare world. While most skincare brands are just band-aids to surface level problems, OneSkin treats skin at the cellular level with our patented OS01 peptide, the first ingredient proven to target senescent cells, the root cause of wrinkles, crepiness, and loss of elasticity, all key signs of skin aging. Don't believe me? These results have been validated in 4 different clinical studies. OneSkin means business. Born from over 10 years of longevity research, OneSkin's OS01 peptide is proven to target the cells that cause the visible signs of aging, helping you unlock your healthiest skin now and as you age. And for a limited time, OneSkin is making it even easier to stay consistent with 15% off when you use code SNARK at oneskin.co/snark. That's up to 15% off with code SNARK. After you purchase, we'll ask where you heard about them. Please support our show and tell them that we sent you.
I don't get out that much. And by that, I mean I'm basically always home, whether it's working or recording. So I always want to be comfortable while also looking like appropriate for Zoom calls and our fancy new cameras. And that's why I'm obsessed with Honey Love bras. The crossover bra is my personal fave. It disappears under t-shirts, sweaters, and all of my tops. It's wire-free, but still so supportive thanks to its special bonding technology, which is so perfect for me. It's the softest fabric. I literally forget I'm wearing it. Honey Love lives up to the hype, you guys. I had heard so much about the brand from so many people, but I didn't truly understand until I tried for myself. And for when I do want to leave the house, every so often, I love their shapewear too. Their superpower thong like sucks me in while still being so comfortable. And it doesn't fall down when I'm like dancing at a wedding or running around like other shapewear does. We also love that Honey Love is an independent female founded brand. The products are designed by women for women. They truly get us over at Honey Love. They're for the girlies. Treat yourself to the most advanced bras and shapewear on the market. Use our exclusive link to save 20% off Honey Love at honeylove.com/snark. That's honeylove.com/snark. After you check out, they'll ask where you heard about them. Please support our show and tell them we sent you. Experience the new standard in comfort and support with Honey Love. I want to quickly talk about, speaking of Owen Thiel,
Oh
his
my God.
podcast. We need to talk about, I know that at this point, okay, so this basically happened right after we recorded DET last week. So we didn't get a chance to talk about it, but we need to talk about it. So even though this news is maybe a little bit stale, Kendall Jenner saying she's never had work done on her face on Owen Thiel's podcast.
Do you
Are
have
you
two
fucking,
working eyes?
please, we have eyes. We have eyes. And she didn't even do the thing where she was like, I've never had plastic surgery on my face. Where if you really want to get like, technical, okay, like, but like she didn't deny having injectables. She denied having anything done. She said, I've only ever gotten baby Botox. I didn't even like it because I like being able to move my eyebrows.
The thing is, my eyebrows are actually naturally straight. And so when I got the baby Botox, it
She's
lifted
gotten them
it.
lift. Oh, you guys, it pissed me the fuck off because why do we have like everyone else in that family finally copping to not all of their procedures, but a lot of them? Like you have Kylie Jenner, who's like, oh yeah, Garth Fisher, my plastic surgeon did my boobs, or Kris Jenner, like being very open about her new
Facelift.
facelift.
Yeah.
Like, they're being like way more open. That's just also the climate that we're in, where people value authenticity a lot more than they did in 2016, for instance. Like, we love it when a celebrity now admits that they've had work done because we know how, dangerous it is
Right.
to make young girls think that, oh, she's just naturally this way, and it's just how it is. You're just ugly, you
Right.
little teenager in Missouri. Sorry.
Right.
When
Right.
it's really, Kendall Jenner would look like any other teenager in Missouri if she didn't have the best surgeons money could buy. Let's be
Right.
honest. Look at her old photos. Was she always, you know, tall and, gangly like a model? Yeah. Did she have the face card that she has today? No. And that's because of surgeons.
Right. And I think we're taking away the fact that the access that she has is really not available to 90% of this population. So it's just unfair for her to make it seem like, oh, this is just like so natural. And this is just how my face has naturally fell out as I've gotten older. It's like, no, you have the
Shut
money, you
up.
have the resources, more importantly, to create this face. And the fact that you're not acknowledging it
Yep.
is just frankly dangerous. And actually, I find Kylie Jenner to be the worst one. Well, Kim and Kylie, I should say.
Kim
Well,
and Kylie.
Kim, Kylie, and Chloe, actually. I think,
With
well, all
how
of
much
them.
with how much work they've had done? What do you mean?
I consider Kylie to be the worst in the sense that she preyed upon young women's insecurities
Mm,
in, speaking of 2016, in her King Kylie era, saying, if you guys get these lip kits, your lips will be as voluptuous and plump
yeah.
and juicy and beautiful as mine are. When in fact, I get it. There's marketing tactics, but I think it comes to a point where she has fed off of our insecurities and making us feel like, oh, if you don't have big lips like Kylie Jenner, then you must not be a valuable, meaningful, gorgeous woman. Obviously, I'm extrapolating here. That is probably my own projections also speaking up here, but it just feels like Kylie has preyed on our insecurities and her body, I feel like, is the most egregious, besides maybe Kim's, out of all the sisters. And I feel like she has monopolized on our insecurities to build the empire that she has. And that's what I don't like. I think Kendall less so because she doesn't have brands that are necessarily
Preying
equal
on girls'
to,
insecurities.
yes,
Like Kim with Skims is
right,
preying on women's insecurities. It's
right.
profiting off of making women feel insecure about
Right. Oh,
themselves.
your face, your jaw's not in the right way. Grab this Skims face liner and your
Yep.
jaw will automatically lock into place. Talk to any orthodontist. I had rubber bands for so long because my jaw was misaligned to correct like a minor underbite. That takes years to
Hmm.
correct. It's not through a freaking linen cloth strapped around your neck like a
Yeah.
hostage.
Yeah.
Give me a break.
Give me your it's I think it's the fact also that, like, at least Kim and Kylie don't pretend like they're above. They haven't gone out of their way denying anything at this point recently.
Right.
Maybe in the past, but they don't pretend that they're above plastic surgery, that they're like such, tomboys that like they would never. Kendall is literally pretending that she is above. The only thing that she ever tried was just a little bit of baby Botox because she's such a fucking pick me
Yeah.
tomboy. She's not like other Kardashians.
Yeah.
It's just like it reminds me again why Kendall Jenner is our least favorite Kardashian. And yeah, the other ones are egregious, like you said, but I feel like this in particular really pissed me off. And let's be
Yeah.
clear here that we're not just accusing her of getting fillers. It is like a fact, if you look at her, that she has gotten multiple nose jobs. She has gotten some sort of cat eye procedure that makes her eyes a different shape. Her eyes are a different shape. Her eyebrows are in a different place on her head. That
Right.
baby Botox doesn't do that. Like, I don't know, it just fucking pisses me off.
And let us not forget that she's just like, I don't like makeup. I like riding horses. I'm a tomboy. And
She's a
also
tomboy.
the middle
Yeah,
finger. If you guys are
the
watching on
middle
YouTube.
finger. The middle finger. And it's like, I don't know. It just pissed me off because it's like, why? We know that you don't have to admit to everything you've had done, but why outright lie about it in the year 2026? Why? Like,
Yeah.
what's the reason? It pissed me off. So I needed to rant about that really fast. Christy, speaking of Kendall Jenner adjacent people, can you talk about the recent like Hailey Bieber drama?
Yes, thank you for asking. So Hailey Bieber last week, she allegedly reposted a creator named Julie Theis, Theis, who had posted basically this kind of like from what her POV is on Haley from a psychologist's point of view. And she said that Haley is in a codependent relationship with Justin Bieber, who is clearly an addict and an abuser. She made some pretty like remarkable allegations against the both of them, Haley and Justin. Haley reposts that TikTok. She claims that she did not repost it. Those reposts were doctored, whatever it is. Hailey was clearly not happy about this creator talking about them this way. Hailey then proceeds to send this Julie Thea's creator a cease and desist from her attorneys, basically telling her to shut her mouth, that they don't want her to be talking about Hailey Bieber, her relationship. They want absolutely none of it. And this creator came out saying, "Why are you sending me a cease and desist? What exactly am I doing here? Like, it's literally just my opinion on my background, on my degree in psychology. This is what I am gathering from what I'm seeing on the internet." And Hailey was pissing people off because she was, again, one, saying that she never posted those reposts to begin with. And she posted an Instagram story to basically fuel the fire and said, "Hey, I know you guys who live on the internet are really bored, but I didn't repost any videos speaking on my relationship. Have a beautiful Saturday." And I think this creator is more upset because she's like, these people like Hailey Bieber, who are so powerful, so famous, who have all the resources in the world, do these things like cease and desist to basically silence and make me really fearful to not say my opinion on the internet, which is like every journalist has been doing that since like the 20s. What are you talking about? I can't
Mm.
speak my opinion on TikTok. This is TikTok.
Yeah.
And Theus, the creator, said in a statement to people that her original video was clearly opinion-based commentary about relationship dynamics and power. Attempts to intimidate or silence that kind of speech are concerning, not just for creators, but for public discourse as a whole. This situation isn't about defamation. It's about whether the independent voices are allowed to express opinions about public and powerful figures without being met with legal pressure. It's elitist to treat disagreement as something that should be erased. Disagreement is not defamation, and commentary should not require permission. And now SZA is weighing in on the creator's TikToks, and she starts kind of questioning the creator's credentials. SZA comments on this creator's TikTok or Instagram, "Hi, are you a licensed therapist or psychologist? You speak with such certainty, and I would like to know. Peace." And this creator kind of clapped back and was like, "Yeah, I have a bachelor and master's degree in psychology, and I've always worked as a behavioral specialist, da 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 da. And I work, I do take on clients for coaching and mentorship, but not as a therapist." And I just feel like the tides have swung so back and forth with Hailey Bieber. First, we hate her because she's dating Justin Bieber and she stole him from Selena. Then we're all Team Selena after Eyebrowgate. Hailey and Kylie are mean girls. Now Road Goes is purchased by Elf in a $1 billion transaction, and people think
Girl
that
boss.
yeah, Selena Gomez is the problem because she's crazy and she's clearly not well and she has lupus and she's on drugs or whatever those allegations may be. Now we're going back and we're now hating Hailey Bieber again. I just get whiplash when it comes to Hailey Bieber and people's opinions on her. Like, do you
Mm.
love her? Do you hate her? I don't know what I'm supposed to think. And I don't like, I think she's fine, but this kind of bothers me. Like, why are you going out of your way to be that bothered?
Yeah. Well, like, first of all, we can all like decide for ourselves. Like, you're allowed to, one person is allowed to not like her for whatever reason, and then other people will love her. Like, I think that you're right that she's always just a topic of conversation with people on the internet. I think that in this case, it's like the Streisand effect because I would not have heard about it had she not commented about it and now made it a bigger deal by sending the cease and desist. I would not have known that she reposted this video. I would not have cared. I would not have noticed. So it's like she's the one drawing attention to it. And I think the cease and desist thing is like, I agree with this creator. It's like, she's not bothering Hailey. She is posting her own opinion on her own social media account. And it's not a matter of defamation. She didn't say anything defamatory. She said, "Here is my read of the situation." I didn't watch the video, but I'm sure it was, I'm sure she used the word allegedly or whatever it
Yeah.
is because she's smart and she knows what she's doing. I think, yeah, Hailey just like kind of just drew more attention to it and why.
Yeah, I'm kind of reminded of when Ginny and Georgia made that comment about Taylor Swift and her many boyfriends, and then Taylor Swift like called attention to it,
Yeah.
and then called more attention to the public discourse about whether or not it was okay for Ginny and Georgia to put that line in to begin with. Like no
Yeah,
one would have cared.
and that made Taylor also look bad
Yes.
because here you're Taylor Swift. You're like the biggest pop star in the world with an army of fans. And here are these young actresses that don't have, big fan bases, one of which is a woman of color, and they ended up getting bullied severely by the Swifties. So, and this is also kind of similar. It's like you have the smallish creator, and then you're Hailey Bieber. Like, what are you doing trying to like bully this like smallish creator? You
And
know?
also, if it were not true, would you have been so bothered? Like, why are you so
Exactly.
bothered?
Exactly. It makes it look true because you're so bothered.
Yeah, I always think about this too. If someone is going to accuse me of having I don't know, like being tall and gangly, I'm not going to be offended because that's factually incorrect.
Yeah.
Like you're not going to be triggered by something that you know in your heart is not objectively correct. So
Yeah,
I feel like for
exactly.
her to be so defensive about this tells me that there's something else going on with Hailey outside of this one creator's video. It speaks more to the relationship and the insecurity that she has with Justin. And like to be clear, Sophie and I both want the best for their relationship. We want them to be happy. We want them to be healthy. They have a child together. Things are far more serious than they were pre-child. Like all these things can be true, and she can still be incredibly bothered. And frankly, I don't blame her. That would hurt me too. But I don't know if I would go so far as to send a cease and desist to a small time creator while I'm
Yeah.
soaking in my $1 billion.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And just like drawing more attention to it. Why? It's just
Yeah.
a really peculiar move
Speaking
by Hailey.
speaking of the traders, I want to talk, or excuse me, of the Swifties. I want to talk about Donna Kelsey being on the traders and how everyone on the cast is terrified of wronging Donna Kelsey because they're literally scared of the Swifties coming after them. Which, by the way,
Wait, are you not caught up yet?
no, please,
Oh,
no, I
wait,
know,
this is
I have.
old news, Christy. This is old news. This is
Oh,
old
I haven't
news.
watched. Tell me, I
Oh,
haven't watched anything this week. I've been so
okay, wait,
busy.
wait. You guys, I have not caught up in the last. Okay, so we're recording on Friday, Jan 16,
Yeah.
and I have not caught up on the two episodes that aired last night because Henry and I love watching The Traitors together, and he was
It
on a
was
work trip.
two.
There were two
Oh,
last
thank
night,
God.
and there were three that premiered last week.
Yes.
And yeah, Donna Kelsey, spoiler alert, she was a secret traitor and she's gone.
She was the secret traitor. I knew
Yeah.
it. We we
I'm
we
sorry,
literally
Christy.
called it.
I'm sorry,
No, no,
Christy.
honestly, that actually doesn't bother me because I was like,
But
to me,
everyone was terrified of the Swifties. They were like, "Oh my God, we can't." But then they all ended up, it's so weird because they all ended up, and I know spoiler alert, sorry, Christy, but again, you're behind.
yeah,
You're
no, no, it's
behind.
it's my
Old
bad. So
news.
please, spoil away.
Everyone voted for Donna. Like literally everyone. It was almost unanimous. It has been making people wonder if there was some sort of like conspiracy. It also didn't look like she performed in any of the physical challenges. So there was like a conspiracy where like maybe like she agreed to get voted out or that she had broken the rules by telling someone that she was a traitor. They also didn't set her up for success because they made her a secret traitor. And it's like, what is Donna Kelsey going to know what to do with that? You know, it's like, give that to someone who knows what to do with it, like one of the gamers. Give it to like Natalie from Survivor.
Yeah,
Like they kind of just didn't set her up for success. And if she was a traitor in the turret, that would have been fun to watch. But
different story.
we didn't even get to watch her be a traitor.
Yeah.
So that, yeah, kind of a flop. And I'm very curious, like, what the conspiracy is there with everyone deciding to vote for her. And usually this early on, they're not all aligned. Like, I think
Never.
there was something that I think happened behind the scenes, but we don't know what it is. And I'm very curious. But something happened with Donna Kelsey. Again, I've not caught up on, I'm gonna watch them hopefully as soon as possible today with Henry now that he's back from his work trip. And also, new season of Hijack is out.
Oh my God, thank you for bringing that up. I forgot
Yeah,
about that too. That and Southern Trauma, I'm behind. I'm so
yeah.
behind on Tell Me Everything. I need to catch up this
Oh,
weekend.
tell me lies, you guys. Stephen DeMarco. Okay, so for those of you who do or don't watch Tell Me Lies, I don't know who our audience is right now because I don't think we covered Tell Me Lies last season.
Because I think the last time it aired was like 2020. Was it three?
I think it was 2024.
Okay,
I
that
think it
sounds
was,
right.
but yeah, I think it was like last summer maybe. Okay, either way. Um, I don't know if you guys watch Tell Me Lies. If you don't, it is a show on Hulu about toxic college students that are all insane and belong in a psych ward and they're all extremely evil to each other, but especially Stephen DeMarco has gone full tilt like villain in a way that's not even enjoyable to watch. And my
Stop.
question about Stephen DeMarco, you guys, is and I know he's a fictional character. And I know that I didn't read like the book, Tell Me Lies. Everyone's like, you have to read the book. Like he's not supposed to be
It is
attractive.
good. The book is
No,
really good.
but they say he's not supposed to be attractive, which
Yes,
like
correct.
but there are plenty of like not that attractive guys that they still have like charm, swagger, like some sort of redeeming quality. Have we ever seen him like crack a joke, show personality, be at all likable in any way? No. That is why it's so confusing to me. I'm like, and I get it. Like everyone's like, he's not supposed to be hot. Okay, but can he at least like be like somewhat charming? Like there are
Yeah.
ugly guys that are hot because they're charming. And that is what
Yeah.
I think he's supposed to be, but he's not. And so it just pissed me off. So I've been ranting about this for 3 years now since the show premiered in 2022. I have been calling Stephen DeMarco ugly for that long. It's been almost 4 years now. And speaking of which, trigger warning, Ryan Bailey, literally, I was just going in my phone to find these DMs. Trigger warning, Ryan Bailey just texted me, is Tell Me Lies worth watching from the beginning?
It is. It
Yes,
really is. It is so damn good.
it is. So in 2022, I was on Twitter calling him ugly. And for what it's worth, my tweet was like, I'm
So
sorry,
funny.
this guy is not hot enough to be acting like this. Like
No, it's so
I didn't even use the word ugly. I just said he's not hot enough to be this evil, which is still true. The
yeah.
showrunner, I'm not going to say her name, because I think she meant well, but
She did.
She DM'd me and she goes, I'm totally open to any criticism. This was back in 2022 when the show first premiered and I forgot about it. I was like looking through my screenshots I was like, oh my God, that I forgot that happened. She goes, I'm totally open to any criticism of our writing. Some people love it and how we wrote Steven, and some people don't. Totally 100% fair. But I'm asking kindly if you could refrain from calling Steven physically ugly, because even if you're intending to insult Steven, the character, that is Jackson's face in real life. And he's a really sweet 26-year-old who has read all the comments on social media calling him ugly. And it's a really big bummer for anyone to hear. I'm sure you don't mean any harm, and I know how easy it is to confuse actors with the characters they play. And then I like felt bad for like 1 second. And I know that he's not his character.
Of course, yeah.
He's also the actor is Jackson White, and for what it's worth, and I'm not saying that I think that he's actually really good in the show. Like I think it's maybe I don't know what it is that I feel like Stephen DeMarco just has no redeeming qualities, and I think he should have some for us to understand the appeal with
Yep.
him. You know what I mean? But he is a Nepo baby for what it's worth.
Right. And in the
His
book, oh, go ahead.
his mom is Katie Seagal,
In the
who plays
book,
his mom in the show, by the way.
he was supposed to have a very troubled upbringing, which kind of explains why his behavior was very kind of sociopathic. And I don't think they do a fantastic job in the show of shedding that light. Because I think in that scenario, you would feel a bit more empathy for his character. But to your point, and granted, it's been a couple of years since I've watched it, and I've never rewatched the show. You're right. There's nothing redeeming about him. And I was actually giving that DM some thought over the last couple of days, thinking how the showrunner reached out to you, reprimanding you nicely to not call him ugly. Like, what is he doing? Is he reading all the tweets and being like, oh, showrunner, look at this other one? They keep
I
coming.
know. No, it sounds like he was having a really rough time with people calling him ugly. It's because they present him like if you watch Tell Me Lies, the very first like scene I think of the show is Lucy, Grace Van Patten, who is stunning, by the way, also a Nepo baby, but absolutely drop dead knockout gorgeous.
And she seems
And
cool. Like, I really
yeah,
like
she seems
her.
cool. You see her and she's like, you can see that her facial expression changes. She's walking into a friend's wedding, and you can tell that she saw the one that got away from her past, and you're waiting to see who it is. And then they pan the camera to Stephen DeMarco.
With his
That's when he had
long
the long
hair.
hair. And I burst out laughing. Like I cannot, but the thing is they're dating in real life.
Right. They have been
So
dating the
like
entirety of the filming of the show.
yeah, they're dating in real life. So clearly, like, I'm sure he is more attractive in real life because he has Grace Van Patten. Like, his character's personality, he has the worst personality on the show, obviously. But again, it's like, I feel like there's just something missing with the character for me to understand. Like, there has to be some draw that
Yeah.
Lucy is so obsessed with him.
Yeah, I cannot make sense of it. I actually was far more titillated with the professor and Bree's storyline.
Oliver, Oliver.
Yes. That was the best storyline last season.
Yeah, and that, I mean, Oliver is back. I'm not going to spoil anything, but also Iris Apatow, who
Hmm.
is Judd Apatow's other daughter.
Yep.
Maud Apatow is in Euphoria. Iris Apatow is in this newest season of Tell Me Lies.
And isn't she dating the guy from White Lotus?
Yes, the one who played the younger brother Lachlan, I believe his name was,
Yes, Patrick Schwarzenegger's youngest brother, the one who almost died but didn't in the
in
Thailand
White
season of
Lotus.
White Lotus.
Yep.
Yes, he's dating Iris Apatow. Yeah, all these Nepo, I don't know if the Lachlan character is a Nepo baby, but
I
in
don't
any
know actually.
case, yes, I am excited to watch the season 3 premiere. So much
Three
content.
episodes. It's 3 episodes.
Oh, my content plate is
Wait,
full.
Christy's gonna be busy this weekend.
You won't hear from me. That's
Yeah,
a lie.
good. Christy,
You'll hear from me.
you need to get in there.
I know.
Make your TV dinner, sit in front of the TV
Yes,
and lock in, okay? Because you're behind.
absolutely.
Wait, is there something you wanted to say?
No, I want to talk about Euphoria
Yes,
immediately.
the Euphoria trailer. Speaking of Euphoria, what did you think of the Euphoria trailer?
They have missed the mark. Like
Mm,
when it comes to Tell Me Lies, I was so bummed that it took so long, like a year and a half for season three to come out. I was like, the show was on the up and up. Like we need like closure immediately. I can't wait. And now I'm kind of like meh towards Tell Me Lies when I was so into it. With Euphoria, it's like take that feeling, multiply it by like 1,000. I'm like weirded out by the show. It's so dark. Angus Cloud has unfortunately passed away from an overdose since the last season's wrapped filming. Sydney Sweeney has gotten canceled 5 million different times. Jacob Elordi's basically like a true superstar. He's like a
yeah,
Leo type character.
too good for this mess.
Zendaya, way too good for this
Also too
show.
good. Yep.
It just feels like the characters have outgrown the show and the show has outgrown its audience. And I
Mm.
feel like them making Cassie's character an OnlyFans model, it's almost reading too cheeky. And I just feel like it's kind of below the belt now. It's lowbrow.
Yeah. If you guys haven't watched the trailer, basically they jump forward to when the cast is now adults, and for some reason they live in like a desert. It takes place in like a
Right.
desert. And it seems like Zendaya is like some sort of like drug dealer, druggie still. Jules is apparently a sugar baby. Cassie is an OnlyFans model who is married to Nate. And yeah, I'm like, what is even happening anymore? What is this show? Will I still watch? Yeah. I mean, I've already like committed so much of my time watching the first 2 seasons over the years. I mean, again, it's like it's been so long. I'm like, I don't really care anymore, but like, is it gonna be, kind of fun and zeitgeisty? Probably. Like,
My ass will definitely be watching. The second it goes on HBO Max, I'm seated for sure. I'm
also
not
with
above it, but I'm just kind of like, you've missed the mark.
also with Cassie's OnlyFans shoot in the trailer, like, why is she a deer?
In that
Why is
weird,
she dressed like Bambi?
it's gross. And I feel like you're leaning a little bit too close to Sydney Sweeney's actual persona that people are feeling that she is. The character and Sydney is becoming too intertwined, and it's a little disturbing to me.
That's why, like, when everyone was like, "Oh my God, Sydney Sweeney, such a good actress in Euphoria as Cassie," I'm like, I feel like she like is Cassie. That's why I was like, she doesn't like deserve any sort of like award recognition for this role. I feel like she's playing
A
herself.
lot of people
Not
would
saying
agree with
she's an
you.
OnlyFans model, but I feel like just like personality wise, she's very Cassie. Like,
Yeah, very male gaze.
yeah, exactly.
I think that's a very objective, factual thing to say.
Yeah. Okay. Shall we talk about our dark energy objects and light energy objects?
Yeah. Okay, speaking of a cough, or the fact that I just coughed, having a sickness and feeling recovered from that sickness, from the sinus infection, a cold, and having the cough linger for like 2 weeks thereafter, why? And it's always at night when you're
Hmm.
trying to go to bed and get rest so you feel better the next day, but
Yep.
you're coughing up a storm. Like it is debilitating. And then the second that you start feeling good, you take for granted the times that you're not sick. Like I hate
Yep.
having a cough. It just is like the last thing of every cold cycle for me, and it never goes away.
Yeah, the cough always lingers, even when you feel completely better otherwise. Like the cough with like, I'm sorry, this is TMI, but I just experienced the same thing. It'll be like mucus, like a mucusy cough still, like
Yes.
weeks after you've gotten better.
And then you're hacking at work, and people are like, dude, go
Yeah.
home. And I'm like, no, 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 I promise you I'm not sick. It's just like the
Yep.
lingering cough.
Yep.
That's number
Exactly.
one. Number two, this happened to me at work yesterday. We
No.
have 4 stalls in the public bathroom. And I usually use like this one stall. I don't know. I just always go to the same stall at work. I opened it and there was a woman sitting.
Did you know her?
No, thank God, Sophie, it was not a coworker. It was someone else in the building, not familiar. Can
Why
you
was the door
imagine?
not locked?
She didn't lock the door. I don't know, because it's like you have to like push it, but she clearly did not like all the way push it, the
Oh
latch.
God, poor thing,
And I
poor
think she was
thing.
like older. We have this kind of like senior citizen, like I don't know what it is, something healthcare related, but there's always senior citizens. I think she was like old. I think I scared the shit out of her. I felt so badly, and I was like, add that to the list. Add that to the list of the crazy
I
shit that's
think
happened to me.
I think work bathrooms in general at my office, it's two stalls, just two next to each other. You could hear a pin drop. So don't you even dare try to have any sort of bowel movement or anything like that.
You know what
Like
I just thought of?
what? Bio break? When Christy, like, I had never used the word bio break, the term bio break before. Christy loves that term. And every time she'd say, I need to take a bio break, I'd be like, you're having explosive diarrhea, aren't you? I would just picture her having diarrhea. No, but like, why is it in work bathroom stalls?
I
They
know, I
can't,
know.
they can't like, have some elevator music or
Yes. I need
like
like a white noise.
it's always so quiet that you can
Yes.
hear a pin drop.
Yes.
Always. Ugh, I
Yes.
hate it.
And it's embarrassing for all parties involved, to be clear, what happened yesterday for me.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
It's like I don't know what's more embarrassing,
Eh,
the person that gets walked in
Right.
on or the person that
No,
walks in. It's
ex
embarrassing for both. Wait, that
100%.
happened to me? Oh my God,
What?
at the airport. Oh my God, that happened to me at the airport. Like last time I was at the airport, wherever I was going, maybe it was when I was going home for Thanksgiving, and I had to go and I saw like the family bathrooms and
Yeah.
it said that it was open.
Yeah. It
Like
says vacant, not vacant. Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
totally. It's like the
vacant.
green red.
It had the green.
Yeah.
It was vacant. And so I was like, okay, like this is just close. I know I'm not a family, but I'm just gonna like, use this really fast. Guy peeing in the toilet. Just a guy, like a guy. And I was like, oh my God, like I was so
Like,
embarrassed. I was like, why am I embarrassed? He didn't even
no,
lock it.
no. And like, I feel like family bathrooms, that's like DE, that a guy, a single male is in
Like,
that.
yeah, it would have been fine if I did it, like
Right.
a woman alone,
Right.
but like a man.
Like, that's weird. Like, use the urinals. Like, why are you using a
Use the
private?
urinals. Don't use
Yeah.
a toilet.
Yeah. Like, in a family toilet at that. That's DE.
Oh my God.
Okay, two more. Okay, this came across my desk because
You have a
Audrey
lot
sent this to me.
today.
I know, I'm on one. Okay, it's been a stressful week. Audrey sent me this. She goes, please include this on next week's episode. Have you seen those trends where at weddings, the bride will do a full-on dance? And I'm not saying like a 15-second dance before like
Yes.
you toss the bouquet or what. No, no, no. It's a full-on sequence
Yes.
choreography.
And you know what the bride is always wearing when she does this?
It's like a
She's wearing an Apple Watch. Brides, I feel like brides who do like
like
surprise dances for their grooms at weddings wear Apple Watches at their
and it's
weddings.
and it's like their entire, which is Sophie's DE object, which we're gonna talk about
Yeah.
in a minute. But like her bridesmaids are there, they're like shaking their thing, and it's just like
Yeah.
so troubling to me.
Yeah.
Why do people do that? I think it's weird.
Some people just, I feel like it'll be a fun surprise, I guess. I would never.
I can't say I've had any, and I've gone to weddings. Shannon Fluently Ford always says I go to weddings every month, and you too, low key.
Mhm.
But I've never seen that happen in any wedding I've ever
It's
attended.
always like a viral TikTok where all the comments are like, please, this is so embarrassing.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, that's so sad that they posted it probably thinking that like everyone would be
It's
like,
gonna
this
go.
is so cool.
No, exactly. And everyone's like, dude, the groom
Remember
looks
when
miserable.
remember when Kayla Quinn at her wedding did like a flash mob?
Please don't trigger me right
That
now. It's
was
Friday. With
that
her and
was
her
yeah.
husband, I
No, she
please.
like surprised her husband, I think. Like he wasn't involved.
Well,
I just wouldn't want any surprises. Like I wouldn't want my husband to surprise me with a dance. I wouldn't want to be surprised if I were the groom. Like just no surprises. You need to be on the same page about everything. I
yes.
watched a groom once surprise his bride at the altar by playing guitar. This is something I saw on social media. I wasn't
Oh,
there.
I was
I was
like,
like, "Oh my God, I would die."
this is why I'm saying you got to surround yourself with normal friends. Okay.
And like not to yuck anyone's yum, I just feel like just generally speaking, I just no surprises if you're the
Yeah.
bride or the groom. Like you want
Right.
everything to go to plan.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay, the last thing is Lucy Hale posted this story about how she had a fantastic healing session. Anytime I hear someone talking about healing
What
sessions,
does that even mean?
I don't know, but it's like tell me you're in a dark place without telling me you're in a dark place.
I don't know what like a healing session is. Like what does that mean?
I don't know. Like it feels very Kendall Jenner sound bath vibe.
Or like the Hoffman program. Is that what it's called? The Hoffman,
Yes,
where
where like
it's like,
CEOs go.
yeah,
Yeah,
like, oh, just a really, really, really expensive, like, wellness times therapy situation.
right. It's giving Shannon Bedore, who goes to the Golden Door in Vista, California, annually. It's like just you need to cover the root problem. Like, stop going to these healing sessions annually and paying like
This is this is a band-aid. Figure out why you feel they need to go to healing sessions.
thank you. And again, I don't want to offend anyone by saying this. Like I've also done sound baths. I find them to be very relaxing, but it's like you got to couple that with like therapy or
Yeah, like real, like licensed, you
thank
know,
you. Yeah.
people that
Yeah.
are here to help. Also, I feel like, yeah, we're probably being really offensive to the people that, have done flash mobs at their weddings, who love Apple Watches, who love walking in on bathroom stalls. So I'm sorry, you guys, if we're offending you today. That's our
Sorry.
opinions. That's our
That's
opinions.
my
I'm sorry.
opinion. Yeah.
So yeah, Apple Watches is mine. And I say this because Christy texted me bragging about getting an Apple Watch. And I was like, why are you bragging to me? Like, of all people, like, I feel like you should know by now that I hate Apple Watches. You look like a spy kid.
Yeah, it's
Just
like
use
I'm
your
yeah.
phone. Use your phone.
It's it's because I'm trying to make better videos with the back camera, and there's a way that you can kind of mirror the back camera with your Apple Watch. But
Oh
I
my
was like, oh,
God.
I'll get it for that purpose. It'll be a write-off, whatever. And I thank God for Olivia because she was in our group chat. And she goes, "Oh, I have an Apple Watch. I kind of love
Yeah.
it." And Sophie goes,
Yeah.
"Oh,
Olivia goes, I still have a wrist tan for mine. I'm like, please,
oh,
please,
hmm,
not the Apple Watch, not the, and this is just a personal pet peeve of mine. It's like Apple Watches
hmm,
and backpacks. And I know that those are very common things, but it's like, I just don't, like, those are two things that I will never wear or endorse.
oh my God, I use a backpack every day at work.
Yeah, no, a lot of people do. A lot
Yeah,
of people do.
and see,
My
and
Henry
that's the
does,
thing.
my own husband.
See, that's the thing. Sophie's yuck is my yum. And I don't
Yeah.
get offended over here. I'm here.
Yeah.
We all have our own opinions. And it's
Yeah.
here and we're open here at Snarkbait. You know?
Yeah.
Let's not get too
My
offended, people.
my girlfriend the other day and I like to give like recommendations of
Mhm.
things that I like, whether it's like clothes, accessories, whatever. My friend was like, "I need a new backpack. Like, what would you recommend?" I was like, "Rachel, how long have you known me now? 30 years. Have you ever once seen me with a backpack?
Because you're like a fashion girly.
Not even in school. Not even in school. Never wore a
See,
backpack.
you're a
I
fashion girl. I'm
swear."
like a finance bro. Like
Exactly.
you're like
And so is
a
Henry.
fashion girly.
No, I
You
know.
know?
So
You would never be caught dead.
that's why with Apple Watches, I'm like, just either wear a normal watch or don't wear one.
Totally.
Use your phone. Just use your phone.
Or use your watch if you're watching on YouTube.
Yeah,
YouTube.com slash at Snarkbait
Christy's
pod.
really proud of her new Apple Watch. She was like, huh, I'm on my new Apple Watch, just so you know. That's what I'm texting from.
Henry and
Like
Sophie
she
called
was
me.
literally bragging about it. I was
They
like, why are
called
you
me
bragging?
after our accounting call, and I was like, "Hey, Henry. Hey, Sophie. Calling you from my Apple Watch. How's it going? What's up?" Like
It's like
I had
you're
to tell you.
such a spy kid.
I know.
My God. Okay, so light energy objects. I have two. Cereal and milk. It always hits.
So good.
It just depends on what mood you're in. Lately we have been in a honeycomb
Yeah.
mood, honeycomb cereal. We got grocery shopping the other day for whatever reason, and just like, why is it so good? Cereal and milk.
It's like a dessert, and I think it's a texture thing because it's
And it's
crunchy.
and it's like refreshing with the milk. Like it tastes refreshing.
Yeah.
It's like
No, no.
cold and crunchy. I just love it. And then my other light energy object is, have you seen the rumors, Christy, that Chris Messina has been circling a role on the new White Lotus?
No, but you know who else is also circling the White Lotus is Allie and AJ. One of the girls. I forgot if
I
it's
think
AJ or Allie.
yes, I think it's
I
AJ
think it's
and I
AJ.
and I
AJ
want
and
to
Michelle.
I want to say that that actually is official.
Yes.
Like, it was announced Chris Messina is apparently in talks. And I fucking love Chris. He's from Sharp Objects. Remember him in Sharp Objects? He's like the love interest in Sharp Objects. 6 Feet Under girlies. We love Chris Messina.
Oh, yes, 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 yes. He's
I
really
love
good.
him so much. I'm so, I mean, hopefully, knock on wood, they didn't announce that it's official, but this was, I think, in either Deadline or Variety. So one of the trade publications. So it sounds like it probably is going to happen if they're announcing it. And like I am so fucking excited. And like White Lotus,
Yeah.
I did not love the most recent season. So I feel like my expectations have gone down a little bit, but with Chris Messina, anything that he is in, I will watch. Did you ever watch Not Another True Story?
No, what's that on?
True. Wait, is that what it's called?
I
Not
was thinking like
another.
not another teen movie.
Yeah, yeah, wait. Not ba or no, it's called Based on a True Story. Based
Not
not
another true
not another true
story.
story. It's called Based on a True Story with Chris Messina and Kaylee Cuoco.
Yes, I keep seeing when I typed in his name, that was like one of the first projects that
That
came
show was
up.
so good. It was like a really fun sitcom on Peacock, and it was canceled after 2 seasons. I was really sad. But like I literally watch anything with him in it, and I'm so excited. Like I love
Oh,
him.
I'm
Love
excited. I
him.
think I think the new season's taking place in Switzerland. Did I
No,
make
it's
that up?
France.
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 Okay, yeah. Europe. It's gonna be new place, new destination. Ritzy, glitzy, glamorous, money. Love it.
Yep.
My light energy object is just supportive coworkers. I was talking to a male coworker of mine. He's married, 2 kids. Like, and he was telling me, he's like, I'm really excited for your show. I was thinking I can get like a party bus for our coworkers, and we can all drive up from Orange County, take a half day on Friday, go up to LA. He's like, get dinner, more drinks, show up here, like bring the
So
CEO.
cute.
And he
So
was like,
cute.
maybe we can organize it, like have our like Vivian on our team, like organize a party bus. We can all park at the office, go and see you. I was like, that's so nice for our live show. It just
I
like
love that about him.
and he follows us on Instagram and he was like, we love Lola blankets. And I sent your code to my wife because we're going to buy it for our mother-in-law, for my mother-in-law. Super, and
I
he's
bet
like a
he's so
straight male,
supportive.
with 2 young kids and was like so excited for me. And he's like, I feel like if people understood how much work you put into the show, like along with like just showing up to this job, they would love to see it just because it's like, I could tell it's meaningful for you, you
That's
know?
so cute. I love that. I love that about him.
Yeah, it was really nice. And so I just had to shout him out. So I will let him know.
Yeah.
Xavier, shout out to you.
Shout out Xavier. I think I mentioned this on one, I can't remember which episode. I think it was our episode that we recorded yesterday that's coming out on Thursday about how I got a gratitude journal. And
Oh
so I've been
yeah.
writing what I'm thankful for at the end of each day. And the other day I was like, I'm so thankful for my coworkers. It makes going to work like I said, when I go to the office, I don't shut up because I love hanging out with my coworkers. And that is very rare, I feel like. If
It
you
is
have coworkers
rare.
that you enjoy being around, consider yourself lucky.
Yeah. And speaking of gratitude journals, on our newsletter that's coming out on Friday of this week, we're going to start linking. I feel like we link so many things, and we're going to start linking just stuff. So, because sometimes people will DM us, what was that thing that you guys talked about? What was that hair product you guys talked
Hmm.
about? It's all going to be in the newsletter. So, obviously, subscribe once it
Hmm.
becomes available, and we'll put it in the show notes when it does. One other thing I was going to say, and now I can't remember. It'll come to me at some point. But other than that, any other closing thoughts, Soph?
No, I don't think so. Like we said, the Patreon tomorrow is going to be a deep dive on the Megan Wants a Millionaire murder. So we'll see you over there. If you are a patron or if you want to be a patron, go sign up. Otherwise, we'll see you on Thursday for a really, I don't want to give it away, kind of OG YouTuber deep dive.
Who's incredibly dark. Dark doesn't even begin to
Yeah.
like scratch the surface. It's dark in every single way that you're thinking of.
Yep.
Like check, check, check. Yes, he did this, he did this, he did this.
Yep. An awful human being, basically.
Yeah. So follow us at SnarkBaitPod on Instagram. I'm at Christy Noel underscore underscore. Sophie is at Soph underscore Ross. Patreon.com/SnarkBaitPod. YouTube.com/at SnarkBaitPod. Patreon.com/SnarkBaitPod. Anywhere you can find us online. And we're really excited to see you guys tomorrow on the Patreon or on Thursday. Talk to you later.
Yes. Bye.
Bye.